Are you ready?
Are you ready?
I said, are you ready? We're back. Modern Dude Chat. Back up in the building. If I had the Bulls entrance music, I'd play it right now.
Dude.
No. However it goes.
Dude, yeah. Oh, it's actually the Who. It's a Who
Is
song.
it?
Yeah, it's a Who song. You're talking about the intro. Like
Yeah.
Mavs intro,
Yeah.
Bulls intro.
The classic Bulls.
Classic. It's a Who song.
Now, your starting lineup for
Yeah.
the Chicago Bulls.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's a Who
that
song.
intro. Nice.
Yeah, man.
Did not know that.
Yeah. Look it
Learn
up.
something new every day.
It's a really good song, actually.
Man, we're back. Modern Dude Chat. We took a little break last week, an unannounced hiatus. I just...
Say that again?
Me, Chuck. This is a Chuck problem, not a Cody problem. Just want to specify. I'm legally obligated,
Or even.
according to the contract I signed with Cody, to say that this one's my fault. I shortchanged him, and so I just wasn't the right week last week. So unannounced,
Hey,
week off.
can't do it every week. I mean, it's fine.
So we're back. We're here. We apologize for not giving you an episode, but we got some solid stuff to go through, and yeah. So
I'm ready, dude.
you ready?
How about you?
I'm ready.
How was your week last week? You good?
It was good. No, I'm
Good
good now. I was in a bad place just mentally last week,
Yeah.
and I'm better now.
I've had weeks
I
like
say-
that.
I say I'm better now.
Sometimes it just doesn't feel right? So it's better to just
Let's just
wait.
say, if I would have been on the podcast, I would have shown a side of me I don't necessarily want to be recorded for life. So
That COVID, man, it's getting to
it
everybody.
would have been a problem, and a problem I don't want to have. So
I hear you.
So we're back. I'm pumped now. Dude. Honestly, like the unannounced week off was like good for my soul.
I
So
hear you, dude.
now I've been looking forward to getting back in here and doing this thing.
Let's do
So
Let's do
I'm
it.
ready. Let's fire it off. Let's roll because
All right.
this is a special week.
It's a special week.
Yeah, I'll let you tell them why.
It's American Craft Beer Week, in fact. Chuck has if you're watching the YouTube episode, Chuck has a vintage. I would call it a vintage.
Why not? I mean, it's 6 years old now.
It's 6 years old. Chuck and I went to Flying Saucer years ago, 2014 to be exact. And we got the American Craft Beer glasses. So Chuck brought it up here this week without knowing,
Random.
I might add, that it was in fact American Craft Beer Week. So that was a nice little, I don't know, what would you call that?
Coincidence?
Coincidence, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's just because we normally drink out the cans, and I was thinking,
Yeah.
I have a few beer glasses. I have more beer glasses at home that I know what to do with, so I was like,
Yeah.
perfect use. I put a few in a box and brought them up here, and
Yeah.
that was one of them. When I pulled it out, you're like, dude.
It's
that's
American
it.
Craft Beer Week.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Nailed
dude,
it.
it's timing is impeccable around here.
So we're gonna do something special this week, Chuck. We're gonna not only feature one, but we're gonna feature two beers. Okay?
Dose?
Yeah, dose.
Cervezas?
Cervezas. Because it is in fact American Craft Beer Week.
Gotta pay homage.
I hope, honestly, real quick, that you guys, if you're a craft beer lover, I hope you're going out and purchasing or buying from your craft brewers or local brewers, because especially in these times, it's helping guys out. So it's helping those breweries out. So keep doing that. Keep supporting, especially this week. Our first feature, Chuck, this week.
Yep.
I had my final, what I'm saying is my absolute final MRI today on my whole situation.
Congratulations.
I'm not doing any more MRIs because it's too effing expensive. So
Yeah.
I'm done
Yeah.
with that.
They want
If
you
they
to
don't-
pay for those.
If they don't, yeah, I know. I could go on about that, but
In these
hopefully they find something out of this last MRI. So if they don't, I'm not going back for any more. But on my way back from the MRI,
times. 2 words: alternative medicine.
That's right. Hey, I like that.
Just saying.
On my way back, I was like, you know what? Perfect time for me to go swing by this new brewery that opened up during this whole coronavirus pandemic, I might add. Impressive, I might say. because I actually know this guy. He was at a previous brewery. He was head of marketing, and since then has branched off and opened up his own brewery with his wife. And they're killing it already. And they opened up in the middle of this whole pandemic situation.
That's tough.
And they're doing strictly to go, and they're killing it. So they're doing growlers, crowlers, and they make pizzas, exceptional pizzas. The reason I know that is because I tasted one of their pizzas today, Chuck, and I brought one. So what we're going to do is we're going to feature one of their beers, and we're also going to take a slice of one of their pizzas, which is hot. It's called the Angry Bee.
Ooh.
It's a very hot pizza, and I just wanted to get a reaction out of you.
Perfect.
Just on the podcast. And I don't know, pizza and beer go together really well. So,
and just want to throw this in there.
Throw it out.
For all your lady friends out there, they
Yes.
also do wine at Vector.
Wine
Brewery.
to go. Yes, that's right.
They got wine to go. They got wine offerings.
And they're over in Lake Highlands, Dallas area. It's another Dallas brewery.
So get a beer, get a pizza, get your lady friends some wine.
That's
to
right.
Set the mood.
That is right. That is correct, sir. So I already said the pizza. We're going to have the Angry Bee. We're going to have a slice of the Angry Bee pizza.
Where is the pizza?
It's right over here.
Oh, perfect.
And-
I was like, dang, Cody forgot the pizza.
I'm prepared.
It's terrible. What? Repeat that. Repeat that for everyone listening at home.
I am prepared.
Yes. We can do it.
With the pizza. That doesn't mean that we're prepared with
Oh,
everything
yeah, no
else in this
guarantees the
podcast.
rest of the way.
So the beer that we're going to feature is the, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Vernal or Vernal Bach.
Oh.
It's a hell. I know. Vernal. It's a Helles Maybach, Maibock, which is the first time I've ever heard that. Chuck,
Okay.
same for you?
I mean, I heard Maybach, but it's usually
Maybach
not
or
in liquid
Maybach?
form.
It's
It's
it
usually
could
got
be
4 rooms
Maybach.
with some sweet rims on it.
It could be Maybach. It looks like it might be Maybach. Anyways, this is a 6.5% ABV, 27 IBU. Here's a description on it real quick. I got this in a 16-ounce crowler today, Chuck. So
Okay.
it's a draft. It's a draft beer, so it should be nice and fresh. It's brewed for warming days of spring. Brewed for the warming days of spring. Vernal, I'm going to call it Vernal.
Okay.
Is our take on the classic Maybach style. This Helles Bach or Pelbach features toasty, bready malt character from Maurice, Otter, and Ripe. Fresh melon notes from German Huel melon hops.
Wow.
Obviously,
Not only was your reading interpretation of these words terrible, I'm pretty sure, not to knock anybody, but there might be some punctuation errors.
don't give a shit.
So, not on your part. I'm just saying,
Yeah,
reading through the punctuation is tricky.
that was tough. Huel.
How much have you drank already? 'Cause
German Huel melon hops, perhaps. Anyways,
Oh,
there's one thing that I do know: this beer is going to taste good, and the pizza is. I can't wait for you to taste it. So,
oh boy.
which one would you like first? Would you like the pizza first and then wash it down with the beer? That would be a wise choice, in my opinion.
Okay. Yes, and not because of what you said, because just throwing it out there now, just for the record, I'm not a beer with food guy.
Oh,
So,
okay.
I'm not the guy. I know this is out there. I am the guy that I will like go when we go out to eat or like go to get wings or something.
Uh-huh.
I will drink beer.
Yeah.
Then when it's time to eat, I will order a drink like a Coke or something.
Yeah, for sure.
To eat with, and then when I'm done eating, I may continue beer. When I'm on a mission, food is like red light, do not pass go, you're going night. So normally I don't. When it's time to eat, drinking's done.
I got you.
So anyway, let's start with pizza, and
Let's
then I'll cruise on to the
Do
beer.
you wanna go ahead and pour into your glass?
Yep.
Because I'm gonna drink out of the can, and
Okay.
I'll prepare the pizza.
How are you gonna prepare it?
I'm just gonna open it up and
Way to do minimal effort.
Let you grab a slice. So, real quick, this pizza. Let me look it up real quick while you're pouring, Chuck. I can do that. Food. These are 12-inch pizzas. So this is the Angry Bee. It's a house Alfredo sauce, fresh spinach, shaved habanero, edible flowers, and Vector Glitter Spicy Honey Drizzle.
Okay.
You ready for this?
No. I mean, yeah, but no.
Pick your slice wisely.
I thought you were going to prep this for me. All right.
I'm not going to touch it because...
You know, what's the orange stuff?
That's the habanero.
All right, give me that guy with about
Beware.
half a dozen splatters of it on there. Right in the middle.
Here?
Nope. Yeah, that guy.
Oof.
We'll call that the devil's pizza.
It's a dangerous piece of pizza.
Habanero?
Habanero. Okay, Chuck, I'm gonna put this one here.
I'm sniffing it. No, we can get a little sense of the spice.
Okay.
We didn't sniff it, but this is masked. The scent is
All right.
masked.
You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
I mean, chewing's great for audio, so this would be awesome.
All right, here we go.
This is good.
I know. All right.
Your face is turning red. Are you getting heat?
Yeah, have you got a kick yet?
I mean, it's spicy.
It was so much spicier earlier.
Oh, hello.
There it is.
I was ready to be Big Billy Badass. Nope, it found its way. Nature always finds its way.
You gotta eat it all.
There's glitter on mine. Is that supposed to happen?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
That's the glitter honey. Okay. That's really good pizza, though, right?
No, actually, yeah, it is. Oh my gosh, got the hiccups. Spicy.
All right.
Spicy hiccups! But yeah, dude. Woo.
Well done, Vector. That's a really good pizza.
I'm having mechanical issues over here.
All right. What do you think, Chuck?
I'll tell you when I stop hiccuping.
I didn't mean to give you the hiccups. That's what happens when you eat really fast.
Oh my gosh. Fast and spicy for me. Oh my gosh. This isn't natural.
You don't have to finish it.
That's the problem. I want to. Oh my gosh.
That's a really good pizza. Again, it's called the Angry Bee. House Alfredo sauce, fresh spinach, shaved habanero, edible flowers, Vector Glitter, spicy.
It shaved some
honey
years
drizzle.
off my life. Worth it because it tastes delicious.
It was great, right? All right, let's wash it down, Chuck. You ready? I did not mean to give you the hiccups. Man.
No.
Cheers, Vector.
Well,
Brewing.
hiccups are better than herpes, I guess.
And congrats to those guys for opening up during the craziest time ever. So that takes a lot of balls. Cheers. Oh yeah. I mean,
You know where I'm going?
where are you going?
Man,
Not a fan.
this is not the beer for me.
Oh no.
Not the beer for me.
Did the pizza do you in?
No, I mean, I'm feeling this spicy, tingly sensation on my lips, so that's different.
You don't. Okay.
But it's not the
I'm
pizza.
not gonna say that.
It's not the pizza. It's the.
What do you think about the beer?
It's the bitterness.
Oh, okay.
That's on it. It's sharp.
The
to
back
me.
end.
Yeah,
It's crisp.
it's pretty sharp, and that's usually an automatic out for me.
Mm.
So,
I'm tasting the fresh melon notes though. It's definitely like it's a Hellesbach. No,
Yeah,
couldn't pound those.
No.
No, I could pound those.
Yeah. Now this does taste like one that would be up your alley. It does
Yeah.
not taste one.
Okay.
It does not taste one. It does not taste like one that I would order. And if I did order it, probably wouldn't order it again.
Okay. Wow. All right. I'm gonna rate this. I'm gonna give it a solid on Chuck's scale 7.4.
Okay. And I'll let you do that because I mean the pizza's on point. I do want to try other beers. This one is not the one for me.
So Chuck, here's where I made the mistake.
So I won't number it. I'll just say on my list, it is on the lower end.
Okay. Here's where I made the mistake.
But it's just because preference. Not because it tastes bad.
Yeah. Good beer. Here's where I made the mistake. I actually got 2 beers today. I drank already the Imperial Stout. That was delicious, and you would have loved.
The All Quiet?
Yes.
Mm.
Sorry. Couldn't help myself.
This guy.
Honestly, I thought
Take
you
the 9.6er for yourself. Why not? Everybody's doing it.
I honestly thought you would like this beer. I'm honestly a little disappointed that you don't like this beer.
Well, I'm not.
Because there's a toss-up. I was like, should I drink the stout or should I drink
Now, we
the
had
ice?
a Bock a few weeks ago, and I really enjoyed it. And the thing is, I'm not a Bock fan.
Yeah.
Typically.
Okay.
Like, I won't name names, but a Texas staple is not high on my beer drinking list.
Yeah, same.
And I know it's a penalty. I get it, but it's just not me. So Bocks usually aren't my alley.
I got you. It's all good.
Anyway,
7.4.
I ain't gonna kill them because it's not. I mean, I'm sure it's not. It's not bad. It's just not for me.
Not up your
and
alley,
the pizza is like so. It's spicy and dangerous, but like I want to finish it. So I might start hiccuping in a little bit. So,
Well done.
anyway,
well done, Vector.
with our beer,
That's
our
right.
first beer.
Yes, our first beer, American Craft Beer Week.
Spoiler alert. We're gonna have to. We got music, man. We always get
That's
music.
right. Let's do this. Okay, quick and easy. I've featured this guy numerous times, I'm sure by now, but I can't stop. He's hot right now. The music feature is none other than Ryan Bingham again this week, Chuck. Featuring the song Hard Times. I don't think I've mentioned that one in the past. But it's hard times for everybody right now, for most people. And I thought that was fitting, you know. Hard Times. Go listen to that song, Ryan Bingham. The reason I'm featuring him this week, though, is because Yeti Coolers just came out with a little mini-series. It's a 3-part series you can find on YouTube. It's called The Midnight Hour, featuring Ryan Bingham, Jack Johnson, Margot Price, and Terry Allen. And each episode has Ryan Bingham going and visiting with... the first episode is Jack Johnson, which is a great episode. Margot Price is the second episode, and then Terry Allen is the third episode. Again, go check it out. It's a really cool little series with Ryan Bingham. And then on top of that, tomorrow, which would be the 14th on Thursday, we're podcasting on the 13th. I just gave that away.
Jeez. Trade secret.
Such a big deal. On Thursday, May 14th, Ryan Bingham is doing the first ever live interview with Rolling Stone on Instagram. It's the first ever live interview on Instagram with Rolling Stone, and it's presented by Yeti. So, you guys, of course we haven't watched it yet, but I'm excited about that. Huge fan of Ryan Bingham. Go check out Hard Times. Go check out the Yeti series on YouTube. And I'm sure the Rolling Stone episode will be great as well. Chuck, you okay over there?
Nope.
It's so hot, isn't it?
I took time to eat more pizza while you were talking about music. It got more spicy.
Dude, I'm going to shed a little light here. When I picked up this pizza and beer earlier today on the way home, I couldn't help myself but have a slice on the way home, and I literally had to pull over because it was so hot.
Sweet mama.
I had to pull over and just get readjusted because I was like, oh my gosh, that was way hotter.
So
than
what I just
anticipated.
snacked on while you were talking was 10 times hotter than what I had before. Like, I'm not even got hiccups. I'm just like spiced into silence.
Oh man.
And my nose is running now. Not good for these times. So yeah, it's good. But my goodness. Holy smokes.
It's so hot.
And I like spicy stuff.
It's so hot.
Woo!
That's
Alright,
the
I'm
reaction.
gonna power through this.
That's
I
the
think.
reaction I was looking for. Pounder, you need a natter day, Chuck?
No.
Is that what you need?
I mean, actually, I'm low on beer here.
Do you want me to grab you one? Because I totally will.
Go hop up and grab one because I'm going to give a Natter Day update.
Ooh.
While you're doing that, so I know I caused some hysteria and concern out there in the world a few episodes back when I mentioned that Natter Days were becoming hard to find. I was struggling internally with it, and while we were out on our little hiatus, I did a little research. And, direct from the source, I have good news for all the Natter Day fans. I personally reached out to Natural Light on social media. I slid into those Natter Day DMs, and I said straight up,
I love it.
huge fan, but serious question. Are Natter Days discontinuing the distribution? Like no longer being sold and made? Curious, supplies are scarce. Waited impatiently for a response. Would they respond? We don't know. They did. They did respond
Hell yeah.
and said, rest assured, we are continuing to make Natter Day. It is not going anywhere. You should be able to find it at your favorite alcohol purchase stand, store, whatever. I was like, sweet!
Way to
I
be,
will
Chuck.
stop panicking. And
Way to be.
and they went so far as to even, I said, awesome, I'll quit the panic. I'm good. Thank you for responding. Next step, they said, hey, I know they have this, you can do it online too, but they just said, hey, give us your zip code. We'll look it up. We'll tell you where you can find it.
Fantastic customer service.
Boom! Gave them the zip code, and they said, you can find it at this Kroger, at this address, at this Walmart, at this address, at this Target, at this address. So they gave me a list of like the 3 or 4 closest ones. to
Probably the
zip
places
code.
you've already been.
No, actually, they were different.
Were they?
Yeah, they're further to Dallas. They're closer to Dallas than what I typically go.
Gotcha.
But just to know that the Rare Unicorn was still out there was good enough for me. And then, but on the way here, stopped at the gas station, one of my usual gas stations, and sure enough, so
Oh.
pack Natter Day. Get that Keystone
I-
bullshit out of here.
And Chuck, I spotted one out in the wild this weekend too, and I didn't even text you. I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna hype it up. I don't want him to get too excited, but I spotted one out in the
dude,
wild.
they calmed me down in my panic. They
Right on.
they said, hey, it's not going anywhere. No need
Nice.
to worry.
Nice.
I said, thank you. I'll sleep better at night.
So
now."
we've got a plethora of beers on the table right now
It is
because
a
it's American craft
it's a
beer.
cornucopia for American craft beer. A beernacopia.
Yeah,
A beeracopia
I like it. There you go. You nailed it.
of stuff going on. And so I did the Natter Day update. I'm gonna follow that up with a music update.
Let's do it.
So you may have noticed, I certainly have, I think Cody has too, the lack of new music coming out. And
Very true.
I mentioned it to Cody a few weeks ago, like, dude, what the heck? I figure during these times, movies are coming out, streaming, blah, 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 all that's going on. We're getting more content just dumped on us because everyone's at home, but not music. Why? Stumbled across an article, wasn't even looking for it really, just like piqued my interest, and I think I was looking up some album, I can't remember now. Where was it at? Here's the problem. Musicians are not releasing music during the pandemic.
Why is that, Chuck?
It is, well, and record labels, it is because, you want to take a guess?
Yeah, can I take a guess?
Sure.
Is it because they can't tour immediately after?
That is exactly it.
No.
They cannot, all the tours are canceled. They cannot
Makes sense.
tour to promote the new album, the new music, and believe it or not, a majority of artists' money comes from tours, not album sales.
Absolutely.
So
These days, because
basically,
of streaming.
right. So
Yeah.
basically, if someone were to release a new album right now, they can't capitalize their monetary value on it. It would just be for the record label.
Totally. I totally get it.
So concerts are getting wiped across the board. The summer concerts, the fall concerts starting to fall. That's why the albums have been shelved or put on hold, because artists can't tour and make money off of it.
Chuck, you know what I'm most sad about? That makes total and complete sense. But you know what I'm most sad about? We talked about it earlier on previous episode. The Black Keys, Gary Clark Jr., Marcus King band tour.
Yeah. Did that get canceled?
I don't know yet. I haven't got a notice yet because it's supposed to be this summer.
Yeah.
But I'm really not looking forward to getting that email.
There is zero chance
I don't think it's going to happen.
concerts are going to be held this summer. I mean, I'm just
Pretty disappointing.
some of them said they're going to restart. Others are just canceled entirely.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But anyway, that's the reason Cody's been giving you, unconsciously, that's the reason we've been getting more throwbacks and stuff.
Yeah.
It's because new music is hard to come by right now, and that's the reason why. So
Absolutely.
if you're waiting for an artist or an album you've been looking forward to, like we talked, like the beginning of 2020, some fire albums,
Yes.
artists were supposed to be releasing stuff this year, and all that's just like up in the air. So you can get your movies, your TV, your documentaries, all that, but you ain't getting new music for a while.
It's a bummer, man.
And unless you're, like Taylor Swift released stuff like right before, like unless you're just that level, you're not gonna release stuff.
Yeah,
but
that's smart. I mean, there's a few out there that are, but like they don't care about touring.
Yeah,
they're not in that. They're not on that level, like you just said.
And that's one of the bad things about the pandemic is the lack of new music. So states have started to open up with restaurants and whatnot.
Yeah.
And we won't get into the good or bad or that, or whether we believe in it or whatnot. But what it has shown us is that it's going to take almost nothing to bring out the worst in people.
Ooh.
And I say that because background reference, I used to work at Red Lobster in college. And I just, paid the bills. It actually made pretty good money for a server in college. But my seeing name Red Lobster grabs my attention.
I remember those days.
And I'm scrolling on Twitter, and I look on the trending, and like number 4 or 5 was Red Lobster. And I was like, why in the world is Red Lobster trending right now? Like, I didn't know what to expect. And I click on it, and it's because, everyone's talking about Karen, just in
Karen?
general being a Karen.
Karen. Oh, yeah, Karen.
Just being a Karen.
Being a Karen.
Yeah, like an enraged, middle-aged female.
Karen is multiple things.
Karen asks for the manager. That's what a Karen does.
Yeah. Karen, just stop.
Karen.
That's
Karen asks for the manager. She wants to see your boss.
Oh, thanks, Karen.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So it was one of those situations, and it was I think it was in Pennsylvania, and it was Mother's Day.
Oh.
Red Lobster had opened. They got signs plastered all over the place. Short staff, limited capacity, right? You're seeing those signs everywhere.
Yeah.
And
they're trying to follow code. Like, they're trying to follow the law. Like,
and also, they're short. So I'm going to go out on a limb and call everyone waiting on this Red Lobster a dumbass. And I'll start by saying the wait time to get food at this Red Lobster was 3+ hours.
Oof.
and people were at Red Lobster waiting for that. And to get to eat inside, I guess to eat inside, the wait was 3+ hours.
Come on, Karen.
So that's the start of it, and there's a video. You can probably Google or not Google, but Twitter or Facebook Red Lobster, and it is a woman being physically removed from a Red Lobster, and at one point she throws hands at another woman worker.
Oh no!
And this other woman worker proceeds to grab her by the root of her hair.
Hey,
And try to pull her to the ground.
by the way, if you go on YouTube and you type in red, pulls right up. Red
There
Lobster,
you go.
Red Lobster.
If you can
Mother's
play
Day.
that just to get an idea while I'm talking about it without audio, if you can turn the audio off.
Turn it off. All right, here we go.
And just, she wants a refund. She's been there for 3+ hours.
Total Karen.
And there's a lady and like two like bus boys, cooks, trying to get this woman out of Red Lobster. And she's just screaming, I want my refund.
She doesn't have a face mask on, by the way.
No. And so eventually,
Everybody else does.
eventually they start swinging and people fighting, and it's a fight at Red Lobster, and it all comes down to people are mad. They're having to wait 3+ hours to eat.
God, go home.
I can't
Karen.
think of any place I'm waiting 3+ hours to eat. And I damn sure ain't waiting 3+ hours at a Red Lobster.
Like, get it to go.
And the best part about the video, you have to hear it on the audio, is at the very end, another lady, like, filming it, is her shouting, we've been waiting for 3+ hours and we still don't have our food. And it's like, what did you expect, you dumbass?
Oh my
Mother's
God.
Day, limited capacity, limited staff. Like, it's bringing out, it's going to bring, this is just a tip.
One of the workers has her hair in
Yeah,
her fist.
yes, by the roots, just, yeah.
Wow. Oh, man.
Yeah.
All right, yeah,
It gets
go watch
intense.
this. This is intense.
So this was trending, and it's going to get worse and worse and worse,
Wow.
and it's just, I just don't comprehend dumbasses that are going to wait 3+. If you want to wait 3+ hours and you're good with that, have a good attitude.
Yeah.
If you're going to wait 3+ hours and be an asshole,
Get to go.
go somewhere else. Like, you could, like a lot of people are saying online, you can go to the store, buy lobster tails, buy a steak, buy shrimp, cook it, and eat it before you got your Red Lobster.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go out on a limb and say Red Lobster is not the seafood you want to wait 3. Just saying.
Oh, Chuck.
Hey, I've been banned.
Great story.
From what I was told, I can never, ever, ever apply for a job at Darden restaurant companies. So
Dang.
I really don't care what I say about Red Lobster because it ain't like I left on good terms. Not that I'm like, not that I'm on that level. I'm
Dude.
saying they specifically told me I'm banned from ever applying or getting a job at Darden restaurants ever again. So
We could.
you just lost a talent. You just lost a talent.
we could unpackage that so many ways. Like,
We might one day.
there's, I don't know. I'm just, in my opinion, there's those guys are like, or ladies are going out and working in the restaurant business. Like, that's their only means of, a living right now. And then they've got to deal with that. Like, people are complaining about waiting. 3
I'm
hours. What do you
sure
expect?
waiting 3+ hours at a Red Lobster is so far down on the things I want to do on Mother's Day
And
list.
on Mother's Day, like, what do you?
Or that's your
expect?
mother. I tell you what, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure my mom would not be incredibly thrilled if I said, "Hey, what are we doing for Mother's Day? We're gonna go sit outside of Red Lobster for 3+ hours and hang out. How's that sound?" Yeah, that's gonna like my stepdad says, that's gonna go like a turd in a punch bowl.
That's frustrating. That story is frustrating, Chuck.
So, but
I don't like.
you know, we like to balance light in the dark, light in the darkness here.
Yeah.
It's also bringing out the best, and the best, which I failed to mention. I can't believe I forgot about it. But you can YouTube it in all its finest.
Oh yeah.
Parks and Rec did a COVID Relief Fund reunion special, and I must say it's one of the best things to come out of this pandemic. Not the best, because The Last Dance has something to say about that, but they did a full-on reunion. Everyone you expect, and then some to show up in it, and it's hysterical. It's on YouTube, and everyone's in character. It's done in the style of like Leslie Knope, the main character of Parks and Rec, trying to coordinate Zoom calls between all the office workers. And some don't know how to use it. Some do. Characters coming in and out, and it finishes off with a tearful, heartfelt rendition of "Bye Bye Little Sebastian" at the end. So really gets you in the feel. So I really did enjoy it.
I missed it. I'm gonna go watch it on YouTube.
But go watch YouTube, Parks and Rec reunion. They actually did it for like a fundraiser type deal, like a as you're watching, donate kind of thing. Yeah. But it was really well done. Like everyone, like I said, everyone's in character, and it's just funny. Like for example, Chris Pratt, for as big as he's gotten,
he is huge.
Coming back and just being full
Ron
in.
Swanson. I mean, he's big.
Oh yeah, they're just full in character, like going back in that world, and it's fantastic.
Speaking of Ron Swanson, real quick, Chuck. I just watched a series or a film last night on Netflix. It's about psychedelics, and it was actually really fun to watch. It's called Have a Good Trip, and it's about adventures in psychedelics, and it has all of these celebrities that have
a bunch of famous people went on trips, and apparently bad trips.
Yeah, and a lot of people that you wouldn't even imagine ever dabbled in psychedelics, but it was actually if you've ever watched Drunk History, it was laid out just like that. So Drunk History is hilarious. So anyways, go check that out. Ron Swanson is the that's not his name. What's his name? What's his real name?
Nick Offerman.
Nick Offerman is the host, and it was actually pretty funny. You guys go check it out.
So before we get in our second feature of the night, or the day, or the pod, whatever. I don't want to phrase
today.
Something else you need to go check out, and that's beardsupply.com.
Yeah.
We tell you every time. We can't tell you enough. Cody's demonstrating right now.
We got our new beard supply.
You need to keep your beard fresh. Speaking of which, I don't know about you, but I was fortunate enough to get a haircut this last week, and it was glorious.
Yeah.
And with that at home, I did a little facial trim, and I was like,
nice.
Gotta keep this thing on point, man. And with that, you need Beard Supply products. You need oils, the wax, the balm, and while you're there, soap. Gotta get the soap, which you just re-upped me on that, and I can't thank you enough because I was in a bad place. Soap, oils, balm, mustache wax, comb, you name it, they got it. But grab you some merch right there. We've mentioned the Beard Supply shirts. They're out now. They're on the website. Use the code MDC Podcast. Get $5 off your shirt or shirts at beardsupply.com. If we get this on YouTube and you're watching on YouTube,
check it out.
Cody and I are demonstrating our Beard Supply shirts. And
super comfy.
Again, they are. They actually really are.
Yeah.
Different colors, a couple different designs. MDC Podcast at beardsupply.com. And for our faithful patrons, we did a giveaway. We have announced the winner or picked a winner.
Yep. That
person has been notified and will be getting their choice of whatever Beard Supply shirt they like, color, size, whatever.
Yep.
So that's the first giveaway we've done.
We're gonna do the shirt and some swag.
Yeah, every month we're gonna try to get a little something different for our patrons. So in addition to using MDC Podcast at beardsupply.com, go to patreon.com, become an MDC patron. We got 3 levels, and get in to get entered to win those monthly giveaways, which may or may not contain Beard Supply products. So get in on all the good stuff at beardsupply.com and patreon.com.
Beard care for wildlife. Boom.
Let's get into the second feature because I have been sitting on this for about a week and a half, 2 weeks.
You gonna do feature?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
What'd you think we were gonna do? Did I just stun you?
No, the hot pizza stunned me, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay. No, we're way past that here. I'm ready for my second.
I'm ready for dessert, Chuck.
Listen, you keep me going this direction. I'm gonna say stuff I may regret. So about previous features. So let's just go ahead and dive into this. Again, I've been sitting on this. This was a donation to the podcast by a listener. We appreciate. Brady's came through in the past. He's coming through again, and he hooked us up with these. I peeked. I looked at it because I'm the one he delivered them to, and I've been waiting on this.
Oh, it looks good.
I wanted this last week until I had to bail on you, but I'm ready. Do you want to take it away?
I'm ready.
Go for
let's
it.
do it. So we're gonna call this the dessert portion of our feature this week.
Ooh,
right?
Yeah.
This is, we featured this brewery once before, maybe a couple times. It is Tupps Brewery Imperial Pastry Sour Ale. It is a 8.9% alcohol by volume sour ale. It's brewed with graham crackers, blackberry, and red currant. Real quick, Chuck, on the website, it just says it's with a touch of biscuit malt, graham crackers, and loads of fruit. This one drinks like a fresh baked pie.
and I
on a
do
warm
love pie.
summer day. We're giving Grandma a run for her money. Watch out, Grandma.
So yeah, I just saw. Graham crackers and blackberry.
Oh yeah,
I'm in. So
Biscuit
I've been ready
malt.
for this.
The biscuit malt is what threw me for a loop.
Oh yeah.
Like what?
Mm.
And look at that. They got the little,
They got the scale there.
scale there on the back.
Malt profile, fruit profile, and sour profile.
Boom. Dude, I am a huge fan of sour ales. It's honestly been a minute since I've had a sour, so I'm excited about this, Chuck. Brady, thanks for the feature. Always coming through. Always supporting us.
Cheers, homie.
Cheers.
Oh
yeah.
I just stone cold it off and that shit all over our table like a boss.
I'm gonna smell it first.
Well,
Yep. All right, here we go. Cheers, everybody. American Craft Beer Week. Again, go support your local
mine
craft
has a
brewery.
pulse.
Go support your local craft breweries. They really need it right now. Keep them alive. Keep buying to go, crowlers, growlers, whatever it may be. Support the heartbeat of the craft breweries.
All right, let's do this.
All right.
Now we're talking.
This is up Chuck's album.
Now we're talking. He says.
There's the blackberry. I had to wash down a couple of gulps.
No, I got it.
I'm catching the flavor now.
See, I had to wait for the other stuff to kick in. And this is good. It's not as sour as I expected it to be. Are you okay?
Not at. It's an imperial, so at 8.9 plus it's an imperial. You're not going to catch a whole lot of sour. But this is, in my opinion, this is well balanced. Like
well balanced. So can you pick up the graham cracker? Man, I cannot talk today. The graham cracker malt stuff. Can you pick that up? Biscuit malt. Because like I'm seriously tasting it, and I'm like picking up the berries more than anything.
Yeah, it's a sour. So
you're a sour.
No, I mean I'm not picking up the graham cracker a whole lot, but that's probably
okay. So it's not just me.
No, that plays into the heaviness, I'm sure. And again, it's an imperial pastry.
Or just stick with me.
Go.
The pizza's seared off the taste buds that pick up biscuits.
Absolutely. That could be it too.
So, Okay, take our review out. This is actually pretty good. I mean, I'm not mad about it. What do you think?
No, I like it.
It's good.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever had an Imperial Sour Ale, to be honest. So
Okay, you keep saying Imperial like I'm supposed to know what that means.
it's a heavier,
Okay,
higher alcohol volume.
gotcha.
Like Imperial Stouts.
So I'm just gonna go with a 6.8.
Okay.
What do you think? Well, high,
A
low,
little low, I think.
low.
Yeah, I would have
Okay.
done. I would have hit sevens.
Okay, I'm gonna just write it. It's not bad. It's again, it's also about drinkability. I probably would have one of these, and then move on to something else, which may be the intent. But it's good. It's not great, but I like it. I support it.
It's good.
So, yeah,
I would.
No, I'm not knocking
It's
it.
definitely worth a shot.
Yeah, definitely try it out. So that's Tough
Good
Brewery, McKinney, Texas.
Yes, sir.
Pretty strong.
8.9
Sour ale.
dude. Yeah, and
And
that's-
it may be because I know there's some other sour ales out there that I
sours
do
are,
really
are
like.
typically sour, like
Yeah.
sour, and almost refreshing. This is
so maybe this bumps it up for you if you're not into sour ales, because some people aren't.
no, yeah. This is. I think this is a great beer to try if you're. I don't know, man. Again, I've never had an Imperial Sour Ale, so it's different. This is different.
This
It's good.
beer is blowing Cody's mind. Is basically what you're finding
That's good.
out.
Honestly, I could smash a 4-pack of those real easy.
You would be white boy wasted if you did that.
Thanks, Brady, MDC listener. Shout out to that dude again.
And patron, I might add.
And he's a patron. Yeah, he's getting perks like crazy. So
Boom, boom,
hop
left
on
and
the
right.
train, everybody. All right. What
All
do we
right.
got, Chuck?
So now
This is the part
we
I've been
missed
waiting
it
for.
last week. We got to do it now, and that's a little quick review of The Last Dance because that's the best thing going week to week right now.
Yep.
And we're sliding into the last weekend of it.
Sunday,
And I'm not ready for it to be over.
like around my house right now, it's known that hey, Dad or Cody his Sunday night is already booked.
Yep.
He's watching The Last Dance, and I'm like anticipating all day Sunday. I'm like, all right, we got everything done that we need to get done because I got The Last Dance to watch tonight.
Yep. I'm like, get them kids to bed.
Yep.
It's time. And like this past weekend, it was like, my wife was like, hey, it's your turn to fold laundry.
Ooh,
She's like,
perfect.
can you do that while you're watching MJ? And I was like, yeah. So she knows what time it is. Sunday nights
Nice.
is MJ time.
I love it, Chuck.
What time is it? Game time. That's what time it is. So I won't get too much into the episodes we missed, episodes 5 and 6.
Mhm.
There was some gold there with Kobe and whatnot.
Yeah.
Because episodes 7 and 8 were, I mean, out of this world good. And I think what it comes down to is I have never seen Michael Jordan reduced down to an actual human being.
Yeah. that
Like,
was-
showing emotion. And I don't mean like anger and passion. I'm just mean like maybe thoughtfulness,
Yeah.
regret, sadness. Like he was humanized
Yeah.
in episodes 7 and 8 for me, which I found to be refreshing and awesome.
Yes, and it felt like there was a lot going on internally too. Like it came out especially. We were talking about this before the podcast. Episode 7 is probably by far my favorite episode so far because it highlighted like his mentality. It talks about it towards the end of that episode 7.
That one
like
finished on an
oh yeah.
unbelievable note.
Epic. Like it just talks about what it takes to be at an MJ level, which nobody will ever be at an MJ level, in my opinion.
And
We
I'm
talked about
going to
that.
cut you off.
Yeah.
Stop it. Stop stop the insanity. Stop the bullshit. If you see anyone in public trying to tell you LBJ 23 is better than MJ 23, karate chop them in the throat or kick them in the nuts and or nether regions.
There is no comparison.
There's not. There's not, and we'll get to why that is with the quote Mike gave us.
Yeah.
But just stop it.
Yeah.
And I've seen polls posted up. MJ, LeBron, why even doing it now? Like, it's game over. Shut it down.
I agree.
Anyway,
I
you
agree.
can continue.
100%.
I just had to get that out there. Stop it.
No,
and if you see it in public, stop it. It's embarrassing and it's uncalled for. Just
it is.
Stop it.
It's it really, that episode really showed like what it takes. He's on a different level, dude. Like, he is on a whole different level.
Well, and I like just that they address, because I even talked about this to my stepdad leading into this past weekend. I said, I think they're going to talk about the gambling thing and him stepping away. He's like,
And they did. Yeah.
what are you talking about? I said, I said, there's this long-standing theory and rumor that MJ didn't retire the first time. He was secretly suspended. And I wonder if they're going to address that. And he was like, I never heard about this. I said, Google it. There's tons of articles.
And the commissioner on record on that episode comes on and says,
but
that's absurd. We never did that.
For the longest time, up until this past weekend when it aired, there's been a rumor for the last, how many years is that? 20? 30, 20, 25 years? That MJ was secretly suspended because of his gambling acts and his off-court activity, which has been referenced, and that they weren't ever going to be able to suspend publicly Michael Jordan.
Because there was too much to the game.
So there was like a backdoor agreement between David Stern and Michael Jordan that, hey, I'm going to walk away.
Yeah.
And what time we deem is okay for me to come back, we'll do that. But there was always that notion. I was surprised they addressed it, but I was happy they addressed it too.
What do you think about that? So, in my opinion, and this could be just the way they played it out on the series, but his father also was killed during that time frame. So, and the way they pitched it in the series is, it wasn't the gambling thing, and it was ridiculous to think that, Michael was secretly suspended. He left the game of basketball because he was so defeated and sad because of the loss of his father.
And he said at the time he had accomplished everything he wanted to do. They talked about him wanting to retire after the second championship, but the reason he stayed for one more is because Bird and Magic never got the three-peat.
Yeah.
So he wanted to do the three-peat.
Right.
And then once that happened and his dad died, or to be more specific, was murdered.
Right.
He wanted to make sure that he wanted his dad to be the last one to see him. Like, my dad saw me play my last basketball game.
Right.
Now, it's interesting that when he came back and wore 45, he did that because he wanted to make sure his dad saw him wear 23 for the last time.
Yeah.
And then come back to competitiveness. It took one comment, 45 is not 23, and he said, okay.
And then then all he did was turn it on. And the different stories and examples of his competitive nature, and to straight up admit I made up the good game Mike moment. That dude, the dude that made it, has been famous for, and it comes to find out Mike made it up just to get himself,
just to get there. And then George Karl not talking to him at a dinner. He's like, okay.
Yeah. It's little things like that. And you know what? There's been occasions in my life where I'm like, okay. Like, somebody didn't do a certain thing or acknowledge a certain thing, or they said something just real small and tiny, and it's just like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to feed off of
that. But he did that constantly.
I know.
He lived off that.
And I love it.
And I think that's why he thought
so
people would think he was an asshole.
That's fine.
Because he went to extraordinary. I mean, they talked about Steve Kerr punching Steve Kerr in the mouth.
But then he respected him. Like, they had a respect.
Yeah, and so I'm going to wrap it up with the quote of the week. Yeah. And last week it would have been regarding Kobe, but this week Michael Jordan is the quote of the week. 2 quotes I want to get to. The one, just a quick one, where he says, "You may think I'm summarizing, paraphrasing. You may think I'm an asshole, but it's because you haven't won anything." That was awesome. Yeah. And then the real quote of the week is the long one at the end, I think, of episode 7, where he says, basically, winning has a price, leadership has a price.
Absolutely.
I pulled people along that didn't want to be pulled. I challenged people that don't want to be challenged. I earned that right because they weren't here during the struggle years.
Yeah.
And you can ask any one of my teammates, I'm not going to ask them to do something I wouldn't do. And if you want to play the game that way, or if you don't want to play the game that way, you don't have to.
You don't have to.
And that's when you start getting teary-eyed and crying. That's why I saw maybe a glimpse of regret, or maybe that, not regret, but just the comments of he's an asshole, he's a bad teammate, he's too hard, maybe got to him. Because he also said, which I was like...
He was just trying to pull the best out of everybody.
Well, he was like, I wanted all these things for me, but I wanted my teammates to experience them too. Yeah. Talking about the championships, the accolades.
He was trying to pull that out of all of his teammates.
And that is why there is no comparison to anybody.
I agree.
Because Michael Jordan took the cocaine circus and eventually got players around him that he pulled up to his level to do the unprecedented double three-peat.
Yeah.
And
he coached.
No one else
He was a player
can do
coach.
that.
He was a player coach.
And LeBron is a team jumper. You always hear LeBron, he doesn't have enough help, or he just can't do it, whatever the excuses are. LeBron can't bring people to his level like Mike can, and that's why that mentality, competitive nature, the ability to will other people to your level is why there's no comparison, in my mind.
Agree, 100%.
And I'm just real quick, we're about to do Answer the Internet. I can't get out without making another Dennis Rodman thing, because this came out and it was so good that I could not include it. Yeah. Just to show, the type of person, like, for real, that Dennis Rodman was.
Yeah.
Andrea Kramer, longtime ESPN reporter, like, her name. If you saw her on TV, you'd know her face. She actually started out covering the 90s Bulls teams.
Yeah.
And she said one of the just interesting parts of this whole saga of her career and all that is that one time when she started covering the Chicago Bulls, there's this big, because she just did an interview about The Last Dance and all that stuff. She was featured in the documentary. And it was about female reporters starting to be in the locker room. And this is when Dennis played for Detroit. He didn't even play for Chicago at the time. And he told her straight up, if you ever have any problems in any locker rooms, call me. I'll take care of it. And she was like, what? Like, she thought, and then she comes and she's like, that was just, she really appreciated it, but she was like, that's just not what I expected from him.
Right.
So, just another level of Rodman not being the person that he's portrayed as sometimes.
Exactly.
If I can always find a spot to shed some light on that dude, I would. I thought that was awesome that he wasn't even playing for the Chicago Bulls at the time, and he was telling a Chicago reporter, a female, you got problems in any locker room,
let me know.
Call me, I'll take care of it.
And even MJ mentioned this at some point, like Dennis Rodman's, despite like how he's portrayed, his work ethic is
next level.
Like,
he's a different cat.
Exactly.
So anyway, that's just where we are with with The Last Dance. So final 2 episodes, because I was telling Cody this earlier, that I read some article or something that the best episodes are, I think, 5, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So like, 7 and 8 were unbelievable.
7 was,
and I can't wait to see how it finishes. Honestly,
I'm I'm just fascinated by the series. It's been great.
But we're going to get out of here with this episode with Answer the Internet.
Let's do it.
I cannot remember the order we went in,
I
so
feel like
Cody.
we need a music cue during the episode right now. We're working on that, by the way.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't even know what we're working on. At this
We
point.
are.
Would you like to answer first, or would you like to ask first?
Ooh. Let me ask first. I got one that.
How good do you think your questions are?
This one is
Do you think you have a question that's like a finisher? Like that's the one we're gonna end on.
I don't have a finisher. I think you have the finisher.
Okay.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I do have a finisher here.
Okay. You go
This one-
first.
this
I'm
one-
ready.
But this one is definitely a first.
I'm ready.
Card. So you ready?
Let's
All
do it.
right. Debate the internet. It's real easy. What cheese would you choose if you could only have one for the rest of your life?
One cheese.
One cheese. Are you a cheese guy?
I'm I'm a cheese guy as in I love cheese.
I love cheese.
I wouldn't say cheese guy as in I've consumed all varieties of cheese. I have my staples,
Yeah.
and I don't venture much far outside of that.
What's your what's your number? How many different cheeses have you? Keep it like
probably-
your realm, like
I probably have tried like 10 to 12 different kinds,
nice. That's a good number.
but I typically have
What's your what number?
like
are you
4 or
go to?
5 that I
Okay.
go to, like on a
That's like-
sandwich or something.
That's like me. Okay.
But if I had to pick one for the rest of my
The
life,
rest of your life.
and dude, this isn't even going to be spicy or entertaining or nothing. I know people hate on it, and I'm sorry, I don't care. I'm a red-blooded American. I'm going with American cheese.
Oh my gosh.
I don't care.
Nice.
I don't care.
American cheese is so good though.
But like the deli cut American cheese,
Yes.
not the craft singles.
not the Kraft singles.
The deli cut American cheese.
Okay,
I'm going to
cool.
specify.
I like that.
But
You know who has really good American cheese? Subway. That white. American
yeah, no, they
cheese.
got the white. Yeah. I'm about that life.
Shit.
But that's where I'm just.
Nice.
I like American cheese, and I don't care what you say.
I hear you.
It's not the most flavorful, but
But it's American.
I love it, and I can eat it on everything, and it's American. Can't go wrong. Come at me, bro. All right, you ready?
All right, I'm ready. I think.
Would you rather be in shape but feel fat, or be fat but feel healthy?
Ooh. Gosh. That is. Alright. Let's see here. Be in shape or feel fat.
Mm-hmm.
Or be fat and feel healthy.
Yeah. So basically, it comes down to: do you want to look better or feel better?
I'm going to have to go with look better.
I'm with you,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
and I'm working on it. We might chronicle that coming soon.
Yeah.
All right.
Same here, Chuck. Alright. You ready?
I'm ready.
This is a good one.
Okay.
Alright, here we go. What are the top 3 90s Nickelodeon shows that would hold up today?
Ooh, that's the kicker. Would hold up today.
I feel like the 90s are hot.
I don't
right now,
know.
dude. So that's
Okay, 90s Nickelodeon.
90s Nickelodeon. What and would they hold up today?
Okay.
There's one that screams at me right now.
Okay, there is one that screams at me, but I don't think it's the same one
Okay.
because I think it would hold up
Okay.
still, and that's Hey Arnold.
Absolutely. I agree with
That's the one that first came to mind,
that. I agree with that.
and I love Hey Arnold. That's the kicker is what would hold up today,
Yeah.
and man,
Come on. There was
I got 2 more to go.
I don't want to give you any hints, but or do you want me to?
I'm trying to go through my.
Do you want to phone a friend?
I'm gonna real quick 90s Nick show this Google machine
Oh man, there's one that's screaming.
just to give an idea of what I'm looking. And I won't even look at articles. I'll just look at images so I can get some. Because I know what I would pick, like
Mhm.
what I would want to watch. Man,
And don't say Rugrats.
I almost did just because you can't go wrong with Rugrats.
You can't go wrong with Rugrats. And maybe you do. Say
But
that.
I want. So you know what? I will say this. This one right here was one of my favorites, and I would still watch it. I don't know if you ever watched it.
Never
It was
watched
kind of on the back end of our adolescence,
Yeah.
but it's Rocket Power.
I never watched that one.
And Rocket Power was like
Yeah?
these SoCal kids that just rode skateboards and rollerbladed all the time
That would
and
totally
got-
stand today.
and got into shenanigans.
Do you want to stand with that one?
Huh?
Number
Yeah,
two?
no, Hey Arnold, Rocket Power,
Okay.
and the third one, and it may not be the one you're thinking about, but I love this show, always have, always will, is
Doug. Yeah.
Doug.
Nice.
Love Doug. Which one were you thinking?
I was thinking of Legends of the
I knew you were. I was actually thinking of like cartoon shows.
I hear
Legend
you.
of the Hidden Temple
I feel like it
would hold
stand
up, but I need someone to explain to me why no one could ever figure out that freaking monkey statue at the end. There's only 3 pieces. There's only 9 ways it can work. And then there's a bottom, middle, and a top. I mean,
So true.
I don't know how someone still needs to explain that. Clarissa
Maybe
explains
they're-
it all, by the
Oh,
way.
Clarissa
Is a
dude.
sleeper.
Ooh,
Clarissa was good.
I watched the shit out of that.
It's like,
And
now,
Good Burger, man. All that.
welcome to Good Burger. Home with a Good Burger. Might take your order.
All that was great.
Who loves orange soda? Kel loves orange soda.
That was a good question, though.
That was good. I liked it.
Debate the internet. All
Now-
right, so you got Doug, Hey Arnold, and
Rocket Power.
Rocket Power, which I'm gonna go look up Rocket Power.
Go look up Rocket Power. You
That
might
sounds
like it.
awesome.
It was seriously like on the back end, like later '90s,
Nice.
if I recall.
Ooh,
But
monsters too.
see, I didn't like All Real Monsters.
Really?
No.
It's weird, but it was
So,
good.
I liked Rocko's Modern Life, but I wouldn't put it up there like.
Rocco's was good.
Now I'm just getting enthralled in these
Man, I
new shows.
freaking love the '90s, dude.
Are You Afraid of the Dark was.
We lived in a good time.
We did.
We really did.
We had the best. We still had Saturday morning cartoons.
We
You young bucks
freaking
don't know what
had
that
the
is.
best childhood.
All right, here we go. Last
All right.
question. We got to get
Let's
out
do
of here
this.
because we are. Man, we keep running over, man.
All right, let's go.
Would you rather
Oh boy.
every pornographic film you watch
Oh god.
for the rest of your life has only music, or is in a foreign language?
Only music or foreign language.
Yeah, like it has music
Hmm.
as a predominant audio feature of your film, or it's just completely in a foreign language.
Oh damn you, Chuck. I'm gonna go music. Because
Boo!
I'm music. I love music. Like
You know what?
I can deal with
I was
music.
gonna say just music would kind of kills the vibe, but I feel like music would be right up your alley. Like, give me the visual aspect being one thing, and give me that good music track to go with it.
The first track.
That makes complete
track.
sense. Yeah, give me that fresh track on that fresh ass.
Yeah, music. I gotta go with music for sure.
Oh man, that's great. All right, we've ran way over time. That's gonna do it for this episode of Modern Dude Chat. Follow us across the board on social media at Modern Dude Chat, and if you want to get us individually, I'm at Modern Chuck.
At Cody Murph, CODYMURF.
We'll catch you next time.
Peace.